Hello, friends. We're here. We're here on Battlefield. I played a bunch of this yesterday, and God, I'm so excited. It feels like Battlefield. It feels like Battlefield. Thank you for following, Lilith. I'm so hyped. It feels like Battlefield. Like, it feels like the good parts of like every previous Battlefield game put together. It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm so hyped on it. Good morning, sleepyhead. Yeah, I'm so excited for 6 now. I was part of Battlefield Labs, part of the alpha testing for this, so I already kind of had some knowledge of what this game was going to be like before this. That's also why I've got early access. But the improvements they've made since alpha have been really good improvements. The performance is a lot better. The game looks a lot better. And it's obviously a lot fewer issues with the game. So the rate of development seems good. It seems like this game might launch in a decent state, which would be the first Battlefield to ever do that. Because Battlefield do not launch well. Not at all. So, yeah, I'm quite excited for this one. I don't think I've been this excited for a Battlefield game in a long, long time. Because it's like, the ones I really put time into are like 1943, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Oh, okay. But yeah, like, got to Battlefield 4, and then Battlefield 1 came out, and to me that felt like a downgrade. Because I'm used to all the modern weapons, the attachments, the customization, trying to tailor everything to you. Whereas in Battlefield 1, you don't have that. Obviously, for understandable reasons, of course. But you didn't have that. It was something that was gone between 4 and 1. And then obviously didn't super come back in 5, right? Again, for understandable reasons. And then 2042 hits, and it is a fucking dumpster fire. Like, off the bat. It took a year for that game to really become playable. I will say, I kind of, I did spend a lot of time in 2042 after all the patches and everything like that. It slowly started to feel more and more and more like a Battlefield game. So I played a bunch of it because it's all we had. And then, moved over to Delta Force when Delta Force dropped. But still, even though Delta Force is so Battlefield-like, there's a few things missing from that made me crave Battlefield again, For one huge example that I like to bring up is that there is no, like, small arms fire can't go through vehicles, right? So if there's a like an armored car or something like that, or just a Jeep that's harassing people, you can't shoot the driver out of that in Delta Force. I feel like that's Delta Force's biggest issue. Is that somebody in a Jeep that's just speeding through everyone, and cause people will do that, right? They'll get in the Jeeps and will just like go around in circles and just mow people down, because there's nothing you can do about that unless you take out a launcher to destroy the vehicle. Whereas in Battlefield, just shoot the guy. Because it's a car with no doors and no windscreen on it. We just shoot the guy. So I've been craving that again. And now to have that with what might genuinely end up being the best Battlefield we've had in like 10 to 15 years is insane. Yeah. Also, sorry for any raspiness in the voice. I have just woke up myself not very long ago, so yeah. I woke up. This is early for me. I woke up kind of early, and I just want to play Battlefield. See, I'm having struggles running this game actually. It's super heavy on the CPU. And with me being like a high core count, low freak CPU, it hates it. It really hates it. I've just went through and kind of dropped all of my settings down, so we'll see how this goes, because obviously streaming plus the game is going to be a decent CPU hit. So we'll see how it goes. I've also locked the game to 60 and everything like that, trying to do everything I can to save that CPU. But yeah, I've been having issues. Like, it's been absolutely pinning my CPU. I have a Ryzen 9 5900X, and not touching my GPU, which is 4080. So I've just been sitting there, like, locked at 60, like, just stuck at 60 FPS, basically, because the CPU just can't do anymore. So I feel like that's something they need to maybe work on, because I know some people aren't having that issue. I know some people on a lower-end hardware are getting better FPS, which obviously should not be the case. So I think there's some optimization things they need to do still, but it is beta. As I know from working in the gaming industry, optimization comes right at the end, pretty much. You make everything work, and then you make it work efficiently. So yeah, there's definitely some optimization very much on the CPU side that they need to work on. GPU side seems pretty good. Like, blasting this game up to Ultra at 1440p, it was still fine on my GPU. I reckon with the CPU limitation lifted, I could probably run this at like 90 FPS. I'd say at 1440p maxed all the way out. So I think the game will run well if they get those CPU issues under control. But if they don't, then this will give me that big push to change CPU and to finally do that CPU upgrade, because I've been eyeing up a 9800X3D. Because, God, that CPU's insane. But the issue with doing that is, obviously, I mentioned I'm on a 5900X, which means I'm on AM4. So to go up to that 9800X 3D, I need to buy the CPU, I need to buy a motherboard, and I need to buy new RAM. Because obviously I need to buy a new motherboard for the AM5 socket, and I need to buy new RAM because it will be DDR5 that I'll need. AM4 is on DDR4. So it's just, it's a big cost expenditure. But it seems like it needs to happen now, because I've been noticing it more and more recently that my CPU is just pinned in so much stuff now. And that's the thing, like, I'm at 1440p. So I should be a little bit more GPU biased in terms of like the things that I'm running because of that slightly higher resolution. But no, especially in Battlefield games like I was playing 5, and that was pinning my CPU. This is pinning my CPU. So I think it might be time. So I should start streaming more and get the Twitch money to pay for my fucking CPU upgrade, huh? Yeah, I've heard about that CPU coming out, but here's the thing: that CPU coming out might make the 9800X 3Ds a little bit cheaper, right? Because if it's like a 9800 XT 3D or something like that, then the 9800X 3D will come down in price to give a little bit more of a margin up to the XT. I'm just gonna call it that. So like having that's gonna push that 9800X 3D down a little bit, even if it's by like 50 or $100. That's 50 or $100 I don't have to spend, you know. Or it's 50 or $100 I can spend getting a nicer kit of RAM or a nicer motherboard or something like that. Or getting a new case and then converting my whole desktop into a small form factor machine that I can put in a suitcase to go and see my wife. You know? So I probably won't get that new CPU, but that new CPU will be good for me because it should end up dropping the price of the part that I want. If I can build if I can rebuild this into, I already have a case picked out as well. The Thermaltake Tower 300 is the case that I'm gonna go because it's a small form factor case, ITX motherboard, or actually no, I think it's micro ATX. But it can swallow a 4080. It can take a 4-slot card in a small form factor machine. So that's absolutely the direction that I'm going. Because then I can shrink my PC down, I can fit it in my fucking suitcase, and I can take a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D, 64 gigs of RAM, an RTX 4080 desktop machine over to the States with me. And I have all of that power. Portable. Show me a laptop that will be able to do that, you know? So, yeah, that's the current plan with this, is to rebuild the CPU side and try and rebuild it then into a small form factor PC. Yeah, true. Yeah. Honestly, like Tower 300, there's a few small form factor cases now that are coming out that are able to swallow a big GPU, because all GPUs are fucking huge now. So a lot of small form factor manufacturers are now figuring out ways of being able to swallow those giant cards in small packages, which is obviously really good for me. But yeah, there's a few small form factor cases coming out. I'm pretty much dead set on the Tower 300, especially the pink and blue one. I wonder, can you guess why? So yeah, that'll be what I'm gonna go for. Yeah, Tower 300 and rebuild this whole thing into that and shrink the whole thing down again. Because my case isn't particularly big. I have a NZXT. I can't remember if it's a H5 or a H7 flow, but it's one of the two. It's not particularly big, but it's, you know, it's not suitcase size. So I'm gonna shrink it down. Anyway, we've been sitting talking shit for like 15 minutes. Shall we go into the game? Try King of the Hill. I've been enjoying the recon class. That's the thing, you'd be suffering right now because the US servers wouldn't be populated yet. Because I was dealing with that last night, trying to play with wifey. You know, when it was like 2, 3 a.m. for me. I just couldn't play the game, basically, because the lag was too bad because of the US servers. Damn, nobody's playing King of the Hill, huh? I'm usually either Assault or Recon. That's usually my go-tos. But I've been very much enjoying this sniper rifle. The bullet drop is a lot less in this. It's a lot easier to kind of line up everything. Get him. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, poke your head around that corner. Come on, poke your head back around the corner. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Yeah, the little goblin run is so good. Come on, lads. Spawn on me. Spawn on me. I can't be doing this alone. Oh, the objective moved. I'm an idiot. Stay still. Thank you. Nice tags, bro. Oh! Alright. Yeah, I played a bunch yesterday. I couldn't hop on till late because my power was out all day yesterday. I couldn't get in till late, and then I only played for a few hours because then the EU server stopped being populated. So hopefully I get a lot more playtime in today. All right, King of the Hill is not a recon game mode. Hell yeah. That's what wife was doing in 4 when we were playing, because she enjoyed Delta Force, right? So she was watching me stream BF6 or BF5 in a VC, and she liked how that looked, and she thought it looked fun. So she ended up getting 5 and playing a bit with me, and then I was like, if you like 5, you will love 4. So I ended up getting a 4. We played 4 a bit, and she spent half of her time. Oh, nuh-uh. She spent half of her time running around with a knife, and so the first achievement she's got in Battlefield 4 is for like stabbing 5 people. It's great. She's a little fucking goblin. I have ascended. Ouch. Goblins are fun. She calls it murder hoboing. Yeah. It definitely is what pairs with puppies, for sure. Dude, I've got this one fucking fly in my room that's coming from the rest of the house. Like, hee touched you. Hee touched you. Hee touched you. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Leave. Cheers, mate. Oh, he's up there. Alright. Yeah, you can see my CPU usage in the top right. You see how fucked I am. It's like, yes, I am streaming, but it's rough. And it's only at 60 FPS as well. It's something to bear in mind. It's definitely time to move up. CPU fucked when I got it, but it's... She's hit end of life. Yeah. If I get this PC rebuilt, it'll definitely be a thing while I'm in the States. I'm not sure about it while I'm here yet, because, like I mentioned, the lag was genuinely unplayable whenever I was playing on newer servers. That might improve by release, because they might improve the netcode and the networking in general, but right now, for the way it is, it's just not possible for EU and US to play together comfortably. There's far too much latency. Whoop! Oh, I didn't see him because you didn't fucking mark him, you dumb cunt. No, VPN will never fix that because you still have to tunnel to that location with the VPN. So you've still got that ping between where you are and the VPN location, and then you have the ping from the VPN location to the game server, rather than just the ping to the game server. Like, either way, you still have to bridge that gap with your connection, you know? It's like, you can go from Ireland to the US via boat, via plane, you know. But you've still got to travel the distance, you know. Yeah, that's fair. Can't wait to get this HK417. That's what I'm really interested in. Yeah, let me go foam launcher. Fuck it, let me put a DMR. Nah, we're playing Cough. Shotgun. Can we fucking go, cunt? Go. Flip. Oh, they're behind. Go. That was not a good revive try there, mate. Oh, he's right. There you go. Good job. Out my fucking way, cunt. I don't think so. Oh, fuck. Help. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Help me, 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 help me. Help me. Help me. Go. Ow. What the fuck just hurt me so badly? Youch. Cheers, buddy. Ouch. I've got to back the fuck away from that. How many hit markers? Christ. Legend. What? Ah, fucking hell. Kind of why I want to move to the 417. I want to have the confidence that I have the shots in the mag to survive stuff like that. Hit him 50. Can you get me? Good. What was that? Go and push him, go get him. Wow, you do not get a lot of rounds for this. Like for real, what's that? Yeah. You get free mags. There's not a lot of fucking ammo in Battlefield, huh? Hold on. Hello, 1943 music. Ugh. Ugh. I did not even see him. train. Oh, well done. Good nade, you idiot. Hit the wrong button. I wanted to live. Ugh.
Stay with me.
OBJ is active.
God, did I hit that tree? Yeah, I did. F.
We have the objective.
Nice. King of the Hill's good. It's definitely very assault biased, but you kind of expect that, right? Ooh. Good deal. I got a grip for this, though, didn't I? I got stuff for this too. Little shorty barrel. Take the extra pen. That'll be useful. Jesus. It's certainly got the fucking madness of Battlefield Close Quarters. Fucking reaction times of a snail there. Ah! You can't fire that as soon as you pull it out? I would have had him too. Damn. Oh yeah, it takes a second. How? How did you not see him? Gah. Oh my god. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's hurt itself in its confusion.
Objective is ready.
Yeah. There's motherfuckers everywhere. Wild. Sniper. Good. King of the Hill's intense. It's fun. Yeah. That's what I do like about this. Suppressing is super effective. Like, suppressing fire actually fucking does something in this game. So suppressing a sniper down like that is genuinely good. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just spamming fucking buttons. I need to get that into my head. My setup for my gadgets. There we go. God, my aim was way off there. Ouch. Hell yeah. I don't, because fucking Twitch doesn't work for me. I can't fucking watch anything on Twitch. It just keeps giving me error 2000. I'm gonna try again on my phone later. Oh, let's get rid of that bot. What the fuck do you mean? I'm just not a vehicles person in Battlefield. Never have been. Definitely prefer boots on the ground. Oh, I'm bad. I did want to try, like, learning to be a pilot in this, but I can't bind up my flight sim. It just won't let me. So, like, look, if I own a flight sim and I can't use it to fly, I'm just not gonna fly. The throttle's too stiff. I definitely need to mount it on something because I'm too consciously aware constantly of the like rapid stick movements pulling the stick off the desk and everything like that, so I'm reluctant to do rapid movements, which obviously puts me at a disadvantage in a dogfight. I wish the toggle switches were actually toggle. Like toggle 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish they were like they were toggles that stayed rather than reset to center. I wish that the axis on the throttle wasn't so sensitive, because if you don't have it exactly in the middle trying to bind it up to things, it just constantly grabs axis 1, axis 1, axis 1, axis 1, axis 1, because it's seeing some input from the throttle all the time. The spring in the joystick is too light, and it has too harsh of a return to center. Which means it also has a too harsh of a move out of center. So small corrections that I find are quite hard to do because it's so light, but it's such a big bump out of the middle, compared to like the rest of the stick travel. So it tends to kind of make your hand want to stay in the center rather than making those big corrections. Yeah. I definitely have issues with it, and I can definitely see where the improvements would come from spending more money. But that's kind of the entire point of a setup like this, is to get you into it and then let you figure out what you need. So when you go higher end, you know, you know what the fuck to buy, instead of spending like $1,000 on a flight sim and then not liking it because you bought the wrong thing for your use case. Yeah. It's exactly the same reason I recommend like the Logitech G Series wheels for people just getting started. It's like, get started, get into the hobby first, then figure out what you need. But like, you have to get started. I don't think anybody should ever dive headfirst into a hobby with higher end stuff. I couldn't fire my shit there because I got body blocked by my teammate's dumb fucking head. I'm like, I tell people to like to drive with me, and they're like, people are like, oh, I really want to get into sim racing, but all I have is such and such. It's like, what's stopping you then? Like, I only have a G25, a G27. And it's like, okay, what's stopping you? I started on a G27. Get into the goddamn hobby. And once you figure out what you like driving, then you get equipment that suits that driving, you know? Like, if you end up going into drifting and predominantly being a drifter, go and get a fucking Simagic wheelbase then as your like big upgrade. I'm gonna drop my gain down. I've noticed I'm hitting the red quite a bit. But yeah, if your sole focus is drifting, then your big upgrade should be over to a Simagic wheelbase, because they are the best for drifting, like hands down. If you do GT racing, then I'd push you more towards Acertec or Moza. But possibly also Simagic as well, because the bang for the buck with their wheel rims is pretty good. It's like, do you need a handbrake or not? Like, will you ever actually use it? Do you need a H-pattern shifter or not? Will you ever actually use that? Because if you're only going to race GT4s, LMP3s, LMP2s, hypercars, you will never, ever use that shifter, right? So why bother buying one? It's like, it's those kind of things you have to figure out before you dump like 5 grand on a thing.
Hang on!
Yeah, exactly. So your best thing to do would probably go down the line, would probably go Moza R5 or R9 with the KS wheel, and maybe even a 2-pedal setup. Save yourself the money from buying a clutch. And just use the clutch pedal on the wheel. Whereas me, because I'm kind of jack of all trades, master of none type deal. Like, I have my shifter, I want to buy a handbrake, I want to move my wheelbase over to a Simagic wheelbase so I can have drifting and GT racing on the same base and to have both feel really nice. And then, you know, with Simagic being a NRG quick release, same as Moza, I'm able to just use an NRG quick release to mount traditional like car steering wheels, so I can have my my round grip for drifting. Yeah, that's something I'm running into just a little bit with the R5. I will say at my strength level, especially post HRT, I'm to be honest, I'm turning the R5 down a lot of times. Like if I'm running in prototypes, I turn it down, or if I'm over racing, I turn it down. Because I still get tired after 10, 15 laps with the R5. It's really the kind of thing, you should try and get to a Micro Center, right? And the reason I say that is because Micro Center in most places will tend to have a sim rig setup. So if you can... Maybe. That's something I'll get into in a minute. But if you can get to a Micro Center, they typically will have a sim racing setup there. In most Micro Centers that I've seen, they have a sim rig setup. You could go there, jump on that. Yeah. You could go there, jump on that, and kind of, again, feel what you actually need. Because if they've got like a SimuCube, like 15 meter base, and you're running it at 30% of its capacity, and that's comfortable for you, then you don't need an R9. Get an R5. You don't need to spend that extra money, you know? It's like sim racing doesn't have to be expensive, but everyone thinks it is because all the streamers have fucking R21s and fucking SimuCube Ultra fuck off cunts and the top tier Acertec bases and all that stuff, and they're all running Formula style wheels with screens in them that cost $800 fucking dollars each. It doesn't have to be like that, and I'm kind of sick of it being portrayed like that. It's like, yes, sim racing can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. It's the same as PC gaming. Like, of course it can be expensive. My PC was very expensive. And all of the stuff that I have surrounding my PC was very, very expensive. But it doesn't have to be that way. 1K... Yeah, I'd say so. Like, you get yourself an R5 bundle for like $400, I think. It's either $399 or $499. Get yourself some decent pedals for like $300. And then that would leave you with like $200 to $300 to get a nice GT wheel rim. And that would be you pretty well set up for endurance racing. And that's also a thing. You want to do endurance racing. You may not ever want to go more than the R5, genuinely, because you'll turn the force feedback down. Because if you're gonna do a 3-hour stint, you don't want to be pushing against high force feedback for that long constantly. And I know you may be sitting there like, that's fine, I have enough strength to push past it. For 3 hours of the same movement over and 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 over again against a decent strength, you will get tired. And that's coming from somebody that does endurance racing. Yeah, I mean that would also be a good shout. It's just the R3. The R3 would be about just a touch more strength than the G29. So if you really I don't know if you have your G29 yet, but once you're set up for that G29, if you feel like that's way too little, then don't bother with the R3 because you won't. It's not much of an upgrade at all strength-wise. Obviously, feel-wise, it's a big upgrade. Going from COG to DD is a massive upgrade. But if you feel like your G29 is way too little strength, then you're not going to see an upgrade going to the R3. Oh, that's fair. Honestly, like, you won't get much feel difference between even going G27 if you find a G27. Because it's all pretty much the same mechanism. They didn't change it very much. The biggest upgrade I can think of is I can't remember if it's the 29 or the 923 that they ended up finally upgrading the optical encoder that's in there, so that doesn't crap out as much. That was an issue with the 25s and the 27s. Over time, the optical encoder would just die, and you'd have to go in there and replace it. But it usually happened after quite a long time. My G27 is how my G27 died and why I replaced it with a G29. It's because the optical encoder died like a month after I got the wheelbase. But that wheelbase was already 10 years old by the time it did that. So it takes a while for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, that's very fair. And if that's the option, then I'd say go for it. I would say bear in mind that the pedals that you'll get with that will be shit. Moses low-end pedals are bad. Like, not just bad overall compared to Husink Velds and stuff like that, but, like, even bad for the money. So that'll probably be the first thing you'll want to change, really, is that pedal box. It's also partially why I'm moving to SimMagic, because their pedal boxes are really, really good. Like, I want to get their P1000 pedal box with the hydraulic brake on it, plus the haptic motor on it, plus the inverted pedal mount. It's like spend $1,000 on a really, really nice set of pedals. But that's also the beauty with the SimMagic stuff, is you can do that periodically. So I can just get the P1000 pedals, like 500, and then down the line get the hydraulic brake, and then down the line get the haptic motors, and then down the line get the inversion kit and stuff like that. That's a big draw for me towards SimMagic. But I did mention that I would get to the long term with the sim racing stuff. With Moza, I have had reliability issues. Like, as somebody that's owned an R5 now for a couple years, I've had reliability issues. I've had issues with the wheelbase dropping out at random. I've had issues with the wheelbase not turning on at all. I've had issues with the wheel rim and the wheel base not connecting up properly. So I don't know if I just got unlucky with mine, or if that's the reliability record that Moza have, because obviously my R5 and my ES wheel are the only Moza products I've ever had. But that's my big, like, worry whenever I recommend Moza, is that I have had quite a poor record with reliability with it. When my G27 and my G29 just worked every single time, going to this has been a little shaky in terms of reliability. Once it's working, I love it. I love my R5 whenever it works, and it's been working consistently recently. I will make that very well known. Recently, it's been working consistently. It's why I've got back into iRacing, because I feel like I can trust the wheelbase again. But every now and again, it just shits itself, right? And it'll shit itself for a period of time, and then suddenly everything will be okay again. So that's the thing to look out for with Moza, is that sometimes it will just break, and it will be broken for a bit. So things like iRacing and stuff like that. It is usually software-based. I will give you that. It is usually software-based, but the issue with that is, like, like, having your shit bricked by an update is kind of fucking ass. And it's like, sure, you can roll back and whatever, but you shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be a thing I ever have to worry about. Updating my wheelbase for the new racing sim that's coming out that I want to play. It bricks my fucking wheelbase and I can't play it. Like, that's kind of shit. So yeah, that's been my big holdup with recommending Moza. It's like they are absolutely the best bang for the buck. I know Camus exists and Camus is cheaper, but the thing with Camus is there's no accessories market at all. And you would have to rely on first-party support. Whereas with Moza, with their wheelbase, because it's an NRG quick release, because it's a well-known, well-used, universal quick release, you can put whatever the fuck you want on this wheelbase. All you gotta do is buy an NRG quick release. It doesn't even have to be the Moza-branded quick release. You just get an NRG quick release, bolt it to whatever wheel rim you want, and slap it onto the wheelbase, and it will just work. You can't do that with Fanatec. You can't do that with Logitech. You can't do that with Camus. You can't do that with Acertec. That's my big advantage for Moza, is that it's the two that do that is SimMagic and Moza. SimMagic's wheelbases are they start at a little bit more money than Moza's is, because they don't go as low range as Moza's do. So it's a little bit more of an expense to jump into a SimMagic setup, which is why Moza's an easier recommendation in that regard. But from what I've heard, the SimMagic stuff feels better. Yeah, yeah, I'd absolutely say that. I mean, even for me, it was worth it, and I don't put that time in. You know, I have 1,000 hours total lifetime in Assetto Corsa, and I have like 20 hours in iRacing and stuff like that. So it's not like I put in like an insane amount of time into it myself, but I still found myself wanting to upgrade. So let's see, let's go through. Assetto Corsa, I have 1,080 hours in. Assetto Corsa Evo, I have 4.4 hours in. AMS2, I have 100 hours in. iRacing, I have 25 hours in. Le Mans Ultimate, I have 100 hours in. And that's kind of all the racing sims that I frequent. So it's not like I've played an insane amount. I still found myself ready to upgrade from the Logi G series. That's fair. For me, I just kind of get tired. Especially with like iRacing and stuff like that, because the competitive landscape is so high in iRacing. It can be stressful. It could be genuinely quite stressful in iRacing. So I like to take breaks. I can't play iRacing every single day. It's like I'll decide today's an iRacing day, and I'll sit and I'll do a bunch of racing in iRacing and try and bump my licenses. But then I can't play it for like 2-3 days after that, because it's just the stress toll of dealing with other fucking people in like F4 is quite a bit. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I've gotta learn to drive longer. Especially at high FFB, because I think I've said before, I'm entering the IndyCar series next season in iRacing. IndyCars have no power steering, so the force feedback is cranked all the way up, and we're doing like 110 laps around the track. So I've gotta figure my shit out with that, and figure out what I need out of myself. But again, it goes back to the point I was saying that like I got to figure out what I need from myself for this series. It's the same thing with your gear. You got to figure out what you actually need from your gear, and then you can use that to inform your decision of what to buy. Because it's like, for me, I probably could have gotten away with staying with a cheaper shifter. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't use my shifter. Yeah. Right, it's V. Okay. I was waiting for that to pop up. I was sitting there like fucking... Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, I gotta get wifey into it too. I really want to get her to start iRacing. Not just because I think she'd have fun with that. I also am kind of curious to see why the fuck am I in single shot? I'm kind of curious to see what her rating would end up being like. Because she's decently fast. She's not as fast as me, but she's decently fast and she's very consistent. So I'd like to see kind of what that would do for her. Because I'm at like 1500 I rating overall and kind of everything, really. So I think she could be at least 1,000, I think. Yeah, it's just the cost of iRacing is the big, like, factor of that. It was like, oh yay, yippee, $15 a month, and then if I end up enjoying it, I get to spend $16 a week on tracks. Yay! And then if I enter a new series, I get to spend another fucking $13 on the car that I want to drive in that series. Yay! It's like, iRacing's the best sim, right? I'ma just say that. iRacing is absolutely the best sim. I would even... The iRacing is absolutely the best sim, right? Hands down, honestly. I'm even gonna say by far the best sim. But it's fucking expensive. Like for IndyCar next season, you know how much it's gonna be for me to enter IndyCar next season total? It's gonna be $150 US for me to do the full IndyCar season, and that is one series in the sim on top of the monthly sub. iRacing's fucking expensive. For me, it's worth it, but for a lot of people, it isn't. But if you start on iRacing, that's the point where you're now taking sim racing seriously. Because if you're not, then don't bother with iRacing, because you're going to be spending so much money on something you don't fully care about. Yeah, exactly. Have fun with it in the beginning, learn your craft, and then once you're, like, ready to take things serious, then have a think about iRacing. Yeah. It's quite easy too. That's what I say. I do not have the intense amount of money to like full force go into iRacing, right? But I'm still doing it. I'm just like, I gotta race this. I gotta race this. I gotta race this. I want to race this series. I want to do this series. I want to do this series. I want to drive this car. But yeah, it's like for example, last week I bought a car that I won't be able to drive for 5 months. Well, the comparison with Star Citizen, right? You buy a ship that you won't be able to fly for 6 months, but that ship is $450. My car's only $16. So, but yeah, like, I bought the Ford GTE. So I'm like, I love this car to death. I'm gonna buy this car so I can race it in GTE Sprint whenever I get to a B-class license. Now I'm not gonna get B-class license until I go through my C-class license, right? Which I might be able to blast through my C-class license in a day or two, but it won't upgrade. It won't upgrade until the end of the season, which is 13 weeks. So on top of the time that's left in this season, I think we're on week 8 of 13. Then there's also the 13 weeks of next season to go through before I can even race that car. Still bought it though. But at least with iRacing, me buying cars that early, it's not a case of like, oh, I'm buying this content in the hopes that it comes out and is good. I'm buying content that's already out and has been out for a while that I know is good, you know? I'm just buying it in advance for a series that I'll be doing later. Yeah, for me, like, I mean, you know my feelings on Star Citizen from when we played. It's something that could be great, but it's such a big if that I cannot trust it. They're scope creeping beyond fucking belief, and I don't know how you spend $700 million making a fucking video game. It's a lot, and I can't find where those resources have gone to. Is my big thing. Because sure, the game looks pretty. The game looks pretty. The game seems really cool. I don't think that's $700 million though. And it's $700 million, and there's so much work that needs to be done on that game. That game is nowhere near a playable state. Like, properly, genuinely playable state. So by their funding and their dev timeline, it's going to be $1 billion game. No, for me it wasn't. Like, you can play it for a little bit, but I have no desire to play more of it because, you know, at one point I'm gonna die, I'm gonna lose my head, and then I'm just fucked for a bit, or I'm gonna hit a fucking bug, of like some fucking geometry not loading correctly while I'm trying to do a heist mission and then get thrown in jail for 8 real life fucking hours doing that, and then my head might be fucking gone doing that, so I can't get myself out of there. I'm just fucked for 8 hours, you know? It's like, it's shit like that that makes me not want to play the game and not want to invest anything in the game. Because it's like, you can play it, but it's not playable, you know? It's not something I want to sink time into in the state that it's in right now. It's not a game for me right where it is right now. It's a tech demo. And a tech demo isn't worth spending thousands of fucking dollars on. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because they're both on the same engine, correct? They're both in the same world, correct? So all of that is already built. So the optimization being shit is no fault of Squadron 42 existing. So it's not an issue of them going, oh, we want to build a single player game. Because you can do that and build your MMO world off of the same thing fairly easily. It's not really that difficult. Yeah, it's missing code because they didn't fucking build it. They spent their money fucking buying actors rather than actually putting it into the development of the game they're meant to be fucking making. Like, as somebody that knows what it's like to work in specifically in the gaming industry, Star Citizen is a fucking travesty of development mismanagement and scope creep. As somebody that knows what it's like in a studio working on a project, Star Citizen's development has been a fucking disaster. The fact that it's nowhere fucking near completion yet after a decade and $700 million is absolutely insane. We're talking Rockstar levels of dev time and funding for a studio that's never released anything. Rockstar can get away with that because Rockstar's made so many incredible games in their past that we're all like, oh, okay, it's Rockstar doing that. That's understandable. You know, when GTA 5 talks about, you know, being a $500 million game, when GTA 6 is being rumored to be like a $800 million to $1 billion game, that's understandable because it's Rockstar. They've made so many incredible projects in the past that you get excited for it. Because you know what they're going to develop, right? Rockstar don't really miss. I can't think of a miss that Rockstar have put out. But with something like Star Citizen, I don't know who the fuck these people are. This studio has never released anything. How can I trust that this game will ever be in a spot? How can I ever trust that this game's ever going to be in a spot where it's genuinely playable and like works properly? The optimization is there. How can I trust that? And how can I trust that they will continue to support this game after it's finally done, if it ever gets done? It's like, I don't know. For me, it's so not trustable, which is why I never bought the game. I think the premise is incredible. I think the premise is absolutely incredible. And if this game ever gets finished and gets to a playable fucking state on normal fucking hardware, because I should not be at 30 FPS on a 4080 ever on anything. Or even sometimes struggling to hit 30. That should never, ever, ever be the case. Like, there is an incredible, incredible thing there if it ever gets done. And that's what I'm worried about with Star Citizen, is that it will never be done, because they will keep scope creeping and keep demanding that you empty your goddamn fucking wallet to fund their scope creep. And that's also part of my fucking problem with that game, is you lot will continue to fucking open your wallet and continue to fund their bullshit. And they know you will, so they're not gonna fucking stop. There's people out there spending 15, 20, 25, 30,000 fucking dollars on this game, and if they can extract that from that many fucking people, why would you ever stop? It's the kind of thing I can never ever trust that. Because what's their incentive to actually release this game at this point? Because they seem to be doing just fine PR-wise by leaving it unfinished. They seem to be doing just fine finances-wise by not finishing the game. Because everyone's like, oh, look at that. A new $800 ship that I don't know if it's ever going to release. I'm going to buy it. Sweetheart, if they're not doing fine after spending $700 million US, there's some severe mismanagement going on. And again, that's the reason I can't trust it. That's the reason it's not a project I can ever put any faith behind. Because if they aren't doing fine after spending that much money, something's wrong. Yeah, exactly, but fixing things should have been done fucking 5 years ago. It's a bit late now. And that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make, is that this game has been in development hell for so long and has cost them so much money in this development hell that I fail to see when they will ever climb out of it, you know? Again, this is speaking as somebody that knows what it's like in a studio developing a game. I have been there. I have worked for Sega. I know what it's like. I also know what it's like when your game gets fucking canned because they can't finish it. Hyenas. I know what that's like. And as somebody that's been there, that's been in a studio developing a game, that's been in a studio developing a game that got canned, it doesn't fill me with a lot of fucking faith. It's like one of the other projects that I worked on. The reason I left that was because I could see nothing in the future of that project. Like absolutely zero in the future of that project. That project is scope creeping and it's in development hell, and the rate of development is abysmally slow. Like horrifically slow on that project. So I left. because the rate of development was so slow on that as a QA, there was nothing for me to do because nobody was making anything. Well, of course, they were still raking in money from Kickstarter. But of course they were. From Kickstarter and Patreon, they're still raking in money from that. But the rate of dev was so fucking slow that I genuinely had nothing to fucking do all the time. Because there was nothing getting developed, which means there was nothing to QA, which means there was nothing getting fixed. So I know what it's like when a project's in development hell. I know what it looks like when a project gets canned. I also know what a project looks like when it gets released. I've been a part of a couple of those too. I have experience in the industry. Quite a decent amount at this point. And I don't trust what I'm seeing from Star Citizen. Again, if that game ever comes out in the state they want it to, it'll be incredible. I have no doubt of that. But it's if it will ever come out in the state that they want it to. That's the big issue. Like, I don't think anyone on the planet thinks that if Star Citizen fulfills all its promises, that it won't be an absolutely incredible game and a game changer for the industry. But it's if that will ever happen, you know? It's the fucking Tesla Roadster 2, right? Where it's like, if this thing ever gets done, ever comes out, it will be an incredible step forward for electric sports cars. But that's a big fucking if. But yeah, if you want to know the project I was talking about that was in development hell, it's Ashes of Equestria, which is the fan game based on the Fallout Equestria. It's the Fallout Equestria fan game basically. GTA 6 getting pushed back, I understand that, right? And here's why that's different to Star Citizen. Is because Rockstar is a studio we already trust to make good games because they've been making good games for decades, right? They've already been doing that. And Rockstar also extremely rarely delays games. So for them to delay a game, it's a big decision for them, I believe, especially with like the marketing people and the shareholders and everything like that. Because obviously they're expecting this massive chunk of money, which GTA 6 will bring. They're expecting this massive chunk of money in this fiscal period, and that's now gone. So the shareholders are not going to get their bonuses that week, and then, you know, all big companies are beholden to their shareholders. So I think it's a big decision for Rockstar to delay a game, and yeah, in my opinion, they've been developing pretty incredible games for a long time. You know, going all the way back to like Manhunt, Bully, San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption. Like, I can list off so many unbelievably incredible games that have come out of Rockstar for the past 25 years. Well, that's not a fault of Rockstar now, is it? That's a fault of this bullshit UK government. And it's so much easier, like we saw it with the iPhone, right? It's so much easier if one region is specifying that you need to do this thing, then it's easier to just do it everywhere than it is to lock it down in one specific area. That's why every iPhone has USB-C now, not just the European ones. I agree that the verification is a bad thing. There are much better ways to protect the children than by fucking the entire internet up for literally everyone that ever uses it. But the verification is going in for a reason, and I don't actually think it's a reason that Rockstar wants. And that's also a thing to bear in mind. You have to remember Rockstar's a UK studio. They are very much beholden to UK. Well, at least the Rockstar that develops GTA is a UK studio. They're based in Scotland. So you very much have to keep that in mind, that they are entirely beholden to whatever the fuck the UK government does. Maybe they genuinely have no fucking choice in this. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. That's so funny. I don't know if you saw people doing it with Gmod too. Gmod's been working too. But yeah, I don't think that verification thing is on Rockstar. I think that's on the bullshit UK government. Yeah, that 18 plus verification is not blame I lay on Rockstar's shoulders. I don't think it's them that made that decision to do that. But that's also a thing. This Online Safety Act that's gone into the UK was announced that it was going to go through back in 2023. So, you know, that's been 2 years that Rockstar's had to be aware of this and to start developing stuff for this. It probably wasn't a snap decision by them. I could be wrong. I mean, Rockstar are money-hungry bastards, just like all the other massive companies, right? But I don't think that's a decision that they made. I think that's a decision that was made for them, unfortunately. Yeah, like a little QR code or something like that that's on the license. You do the QR code and it just pings back to a server and grabs your stuff. Because that's also a point. Everyone's like, oh, but the government's gonna have my details. Like, they already have your details. You've got an ID. They have your fucking details. So if you just had a little QR code on there that allowed you to ping back to that server that all your details are stored on, then like that's perfectly fine. In my opinion, that works, because then you're not. It's also not the case if you're like taking photos of your fucking ID and blasting that to every company that asks. If you could just do a little QR code and bonk that across, then they only get the raw metadata, right? Because that's already verified because you've got that QR code. And that QR code's going to an official government server. Yeah, exactly. That little QR code that pings to a government-verified server that has your details on it, and that solves everything. You're not taking photos of your ID. You're not sending your entire fucking photo of your ID to some random fucking company that's like, hey, you need to age verify. I think it would also remove the issue that I'm having, for example, with Telegram right now. I can't age verify on Telegram because it doesn't know what the fuck a trans woman looks like. So it doesn't think I'm 18. Because my skin's too soft. My facial features are too soft. But I still have like a male skull shape, a male bone structure in my face, right? But it's seeing that male bone structure with a lot of softness to it, which is typically what you find on much younger men, right? Like, while their body's still developing. So it sees that softness on my male skeletal structure, and it's like, child. So, like, this age verification thing has been such a fucking ball ache. I am almost 30 years old. I can't age verify on Telegram because it thinks I'm a child. I am almost 30 years old. I can't see half my fucking Twitter feed because it hasn't done its automatic age verification yet. And no, I'm not paying for fucking Twitter Premium. And you've seen, I'm age verified on VRChat. Right? Like, I personally do not really have that much of an issue ID verifying for stuff. Personally. Because to me, all that data's out there anyway. Is kind of my attitude with it. So, like, I mean, my face, my name, my date of birth, and everything has probably been sold to 72 different fucking companies within the last week. Right? Like, for me, it's like, what's one more added to that pile? But I very, 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 very much understand others not being okay with that and trying to keep their data locked down as much as possible. I absolutely get it from the people that don't want to do that. I am fine with it, but I absolutely get it from the people that don't want to do that. Because you don't really want people knowing everything about you that much, you know? Well, yeah, it's been quite a ball, like, yeah. Yeah, and it's causing even more issues now in the UK beyond that, because now it's like the horrifically racist Nazi party now seems competent, because obviously everyone in the UK that's not fucking insane hates this Online Safety Act, right? So Reform UK have come in and been like, yeah, this Online Safety Act is wild, right? Like, it's clearly not been thought through. There's clearly so much we need to improve with this. There's clearly so many better ways to do this. And everyone's sitting at home going, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is definitely something to improve. So everyone now is starting to see that party as competent and as a party worth a vote. Because people just see headlines. They just see what they get on their fucking Good Morning TV. They don't pay attention to the deeper stuff that's going on. So right now, Reform looks competent and good. And even, like, going more towards the headlines and stuff like that, Nigel Farage, the leader of it, has said, well, maybe we should have some biological men in women's prisons, talking about, like, trans women in women's prisons. So there's a bunch of people, again, only read headlines that have seen that and went, wow, amazing. That's better. That's more of a right for trans people. Ignoring the fact that Reform is the monster raving Nazi party. And that Nigel Farage would love nothing more than to strip away our rights as queer people, as non-white people, as people that were not born in that country. So yeah, it's kind of fucking scary, because we are edging closer and closer and closer to voting in the same type of people that you're voted in. And if that's the case, I need to get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on in the world right now, but it's not an easy place to exist in. And that's the point. I attempted suicide when the world was in a much better place than it's in now. You know, I think my last attempt was in 2015, the Obama era. Yeah, precisely. It's why I've got my friend Shane that's over in Germany that has offered housing for both myself and for wife. So we have an out should we choose to take it. I gotta go back to college. Once I get back from this trip to go see wife and get like my welding cert, and then I have a way of getting decent employment. Japan has a lot of problems though as well. Japan loves its capitalism, same as the US. It also has a lot of issues with sexual assault and sexual deviancy. As somebody that's been sexually assaulted a few times, that's not something I want to deal with. I don't want to go to a society where that's normalized. Like, there's a fucking reason why Japan has that law where the camera shutters have to be audible. There's a damn good reason why that's a law that they had to have there. Because culturally, the society is so based on sexual assault and rape. There are amazing, amazing things about Japan, but there are glaringly horrific things about Japan as well. Probably like the best places to move to right now, the way the world is Scandinavia. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's Scandinavia. Like Norway, Sweden is incredible because their culture is entirely based on helping each other. The way their government works and the way their society works is pulling together to help each other. Like, for example, with Norway, universal healthcare, completely free education, including university. And that education is the best in the world. They are ranked #1 in education, and that education is completely free. So proof we can do it. It's just they refuse. Like other countries refuse to. Yeah. Norway and Sweden, I think, are probably the best countries to flee to right now in the world. Iceland is pretty good. Iceland's the best in the world currently for LGBT rights. Like literally the best in the world for rights of LGBTQIA plus people. Iceland's issue is cost of living is unbelievably massive. For example, the time that I spent there, I paid $7.60 for a Red Bull. Like one of the little, like 250ml Red Bulls. It was $7 plus. The cost of living there is fucked. And that's why Iceland's not really an option to me. Because the amount of money I'd need to make to live there comfortably is a lot. But I think somewhere like Norway or Sweden, I think you have a bit better support there. And I think the cost of living is not as high there. Especially Sweden. Housing is actually quite cheap in Sweden. It's something that friend that I was mentioning in Germany, like, the plan would be we would move in with him in Germany for a bit, and then once we all pool money up together, he's going to buy a house in Sweden. Like a big house in Sweden. And we're all going to move into that. Like 3-4 years time, I could be living in Sweden with wifey and a friend, and a few friends, I think, actually. But yeah, I think Scandinavia is probably the best place you can go to right now. It's just trying to get there because for some reason we made imaginary lines in sand, and that means you're not allowed in my part of the planet that I've drawn in the sand with this fucking stick. So we have so much bullshit to deal with to get there. It's easy for me to get there because I'm an EU citizen, because I'm Irish. So I can just go. Because free movement of people, I can just go there. Like, whenever the fuck I want, I can just leave. But I obviously will need to have, you know, a housing situation and the money to do that move and everything like that, you know? But as far as, like, getting there and moving there, like, I can just go. Which is why I love the EU and why I hate the fact that the UK left the EU. But getting wife there, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Because obviously that's not a thing for a US citizen to be able to move there. So that's something that we got to figure out. First things first, we got to get wifey out of her current situation, but I'm not going to speak on that on a live stream. It's not something we speak about on a live stream. Demolition Man? I don't think so. I'd rather not air out the problems that she's dealing with. I'd rather let her air it out herself. Yeah, like talking in general, yeah, but I don't want to speak on the things that she's dealing with without her consent. But I will BRB on the stream. I want to go get some food. I want to go get a drink. You can probably hear my voice is getting quite raspy from talking so much because it's been 2.5 hours. I haven't had a drink. So I will hit the BRB button and go get food and a drink, and then I will be back. I'm going to just leave you with the Battlefield music. Hello, hello. Grab myself some veggie soup and a sandwich, and now I have some green tea. Going right back into King of the Hill because it's fun. It's annoying. It doesn't look like the vectors in here, which is such a shame because the vector was my my biggest surprise of the alpha, because I haven't shut up about it, because the vector is accurate in this game. They accurately represented the vector. Which, if you know about the vector, you know that means it doesn't recoil, at least vertically. Of course, it's still got horizontal recoil, but it doesn't vertically recoil. So I'm still very interested in how they're going to balance that. That's fair. I'm very interested in how the fuck they're going to balance the vector. Because 1200 rounds of 45 ACP with no recoil is going to be a laser beam. So I'm curious to see how the fuck they're going to balance it. That's the issue of representing the vector accurately, is it's insane. No recoil, 45 ACP, 1200 rounds per minute. Its issue in real life is that it jams constantly. But you can't really do that in a multiplayer FPS because that's just gonna suck. That's just gonna be bad gameplay wise. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the hell they balance that vector. And I will be so sad if they balance the vector by giving it recoil. After me spending so much time praising it for not having recoil, because it's not supposed to. That's why it looks as goofy as it does. Ouch. Rah-rah. Go. Oh, my tea's still very, very hot. Ah. It's weird. I usually get interaction on YouTube chat rather than on Twitch. Yeah. Oh, nice, because I've got my own stream up on the side. It's giving me the Twitch drops. Ouch. Youch. Youch. A lot of nade launches going on.
Hostiles control the objective. New objective located. Objective ready to engage.
Ah. Yeah. That's the boy.
Come on! With extra med supply.
Yeah.
We have captured the objective. Get down! Objective is ready.
Bad.
Secure the objective.
I move my slide key. I do not use toggle crouch because I hate toggle crouch. Ouch. Ugh. I'll probably stay on this till like 3 o'clock my time. Kind of at least, and then we'll see how I feel beyond there. Which puts us about another hour. It's up to like a 3.5 hour stream. I'm doing pretty good. We'll see if I want to go longer beyond that. But for now, I think that's what I'm feeling. Nice. Let me unlock my frame rate briefly. So that does the usage in the stream and everything. What? I have a 180 hertz monitor, so I want probably 90 as the target. And 90, and then you want 10% more on this. So I'll go 100 on that. See how that goes on the CPU usage.
Need the point position covered! Stay moved! Forward!
Capture the objective and hold ground.
Wow, imagine if I could aim. Be pretty cool, right?
Objective is under enemy control.
Seems like the stream's doing fine, so I can run at 90. It's a big relief. I get an extra 30 FPS.
Alright, we've taken the objective. Be advised, enemy forces are winning the fight. Be advised, enemy forces have secured the objective. New OBJ indicated. Enemy forces have secured the objective.
Ah.
We've taken the objective. Be advised, hostiles have the objective.
I heard little feedies around.
Hostile forces have maintained control of the fight.
Yeah. I love drowning on T. Guys, I'm so smart. I'm so smart, guys. I fucking drown on T.
Defend that objective! Enemy swarming all around!
Ah.
Our forces have secured the objective.
That's a sniper.
Secure the objective! Secure the area! Take the objective!
The objective is under enemy control.
Dying. Yeah.
Hostiles have taken the objective. The battle is still being controlled by the enemy.
some point I want to try that new LMG that I got. That's my boy. Couldn't see my crosshair there. Gah. Oh, my titties hurt. Oh, is it not? Give me a second, let me check it. Yeah, voice meter bugged out. Voice meter was having a fucky wucky. Gah. Thought I had a teammate with me. Would have been able to get him, but I was wrong. I kind of like this LMG. Yeah. It's pretty nice. It feels powerful. It's good. You'd want a big ass fucking machine gun to feel like it, you know, does something. Oh, okay. That was a ping battle right there. Bruh. Fuck your cover. How did I miss that? So bad. What? Gah. What a good spawn there, Battlefield. That was really good. Thank you for that.
I've got spare.
I miss my wife, Tails.
Reloading! The objective is under enemy control.
I might honestly hop into VR chat after I'm done streaming this. I want to go be a gay dog on the internet. Youch. Sometimes I cook, chat. Wartime. Hi, Vato. Legend, 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 legend. Aw. Lamau. Good. I didn't see him.
I'm over here. Take it.
Good. Hey, we've crossed 3 hours. I think that's the first time I've done a 3-hour plus stream in a long time. So. The milestone. We're gonna go for at least another half hour, I think. See how I feel at 3 o'clock. Those accolades, baby. I like that LMG quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That thing was doing work. Yeah, this is the KTS 100, based on the U100. I mean, it's the second LMG you get. It's pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Yeah, which the real gun is the same way. But it seems like that's the direction they're going, like trying to fairly accurately emulate these weapons. You know, like I mentioned in the alpha, the Vector had 0 recoil, the U100 had 0 recoil. People on Twitter fucking bitching and moaning about it. It's like, welcome to firearms. Welcome to modern firearms. We figured out how to make guns not recoil. Welcome to the modern theater of war, mate. Youch. Youch. Why would you revive that? Why would you do that, Spawn? Help. Ouchies. Oh. Why is there a plane outside my window?
Be advised, hostiles are taking
Oh, of course. It's only Javelin. People have fucking broke Javelin years ago. Same as when VR chat brought in EAC. Everyone's like, you realize we broke through EAC like 5 years ago, right? It's like I remember Black Ops 6's anti-cheat, whatever they're using. I think it's Vanguard. That got broke before the game came out. What? But yeah, that's the thing. People take doing well in video games far too seriously now, so the cheating is becoming way, way more prevalent now. Because everyone thinks if they pump their stats up enough, they're gonna be the next fucking nade shot. Lol. 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 Hell yeah. I think I will probably hop into VR chat after I'm done streaming. Take a break from this for a little while. Legend. Ouch. Hell yeah. You should fucking cuddle me afterwards. How about that? Bitch. You're fucking gay, son. Friend, help me. Help me, Gimli. Help me, Gimli. Ugh. Ouch. I mean, you can wear the socks. Just, you know, not the clothing item. I tried to be a little bitch. That's what I get. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unfriendlies. Ah, I'm an idiot. Yeah. I don't have. I haven't fully killed a Teva yet. But I have one that's not good. And then I've got my Freshie. Oh hell yeah! I will probably grab that after this game. Oh no, I can grab it here. Cool. Bonk. This King of the Hill is so good though. I'm glad they tightened it. I made it like super close. But like that's when King of the Hill works best, is when it's like super small map, tight objectives. Then you get into chaos territory, and that's where Battlefield thrives, I feel.
This is it.
Hey, you know tighter is better. And that's why you like me, right? Why am I the party leader? Yeah, get off. I have a fucking fly swatter in. Get this little dickhead that keeps landing on me. This one little cunt's come in from the rest of the house. Hell yeah. This one little dickhead's come in from, like, the rest of the house, and he's just fucking tormenting me. Okie dokie. See you later, Lilith.
Let's go.
Vato, would you want a VC?
Capture and hold the objective. Let's go.
Hello.
Objective is ready.
Okay, my mic was on the wrong input. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Damn.
Holy shit. He just jumped over my fucking head and fucking pounded me with a bullet. I got absolutely fucking shreked.
Oh, that's so gay.
Ah.
Ow.
Hey, at least we spent our last moments together right there.
Hey, here's a med.
Keep the medic alive.
Go.
I try to res you.
The entire population of Illinois was in that fucking stairwell.
Ah, I got someone! I got someone!
Nice.
I got someone with the fucking defibrillator.
Ouch. Gah. Takes too long to pull that shotgun out.
I didn't see that there were two of them.
That's one thing I don't like. Let us fire the shotgun quicker. Like, when it's coming out of the backpack. I don't care if it's less accurate, just let me fucking push the trigger and fire it.
Fair.
Instead of like sitting there staring at the enemy like a dumbass while my character's like, nah, I can't shoot that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't cast that
Oh my
right now."
god! Oh my god! I just got up. What the fuck, Gabe? My whole game is like stretched out. I don't know why.
It happens. There's some geometry
I
error
know.
stuff that goes on.
I know it happened, but I wish it didn't happen.
Yeah. It's definitely got beta issues. It's definitely in a much better state though than it was in alpha. So the rate of development and the progress in developments seems to be going okay. So, from their rate of development, it should be good by release.
I feel like the alpha did better than the beta.
I guess for me, yeah, but like, I was playing on consoles. The console's a little bit easier to deal with.
Well, fair.
I don't know what it was like on the PC side, but yeah, they only gave me a fucking console code. Bastards.
I think I have a console code or a PC code. There's a person coming from behind.
Oh yeah?
Not like that.
Yeah, welcome to my stream.
I like how I shot him in the head. My character was getting up. Did not proceed to shoot.
Oh, the lag's starting to kick in for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Got a little bit of a rubber band and then I shot somebody with no hit. But that's definitely something they need to figure out. The netcode at like more than 50 ping is abysmal.
Oh, definitely. Oh my god, my actual game is like stretched out fully where I can't see anything. Oh my god, I really hope this is not what the beta is going to be like for the rest of the game.
It seems to fix itself with time, from what I've seen, 'cause it happened to me last night, and it just randomly stopped.
Well, when I was playing last night, it started, but like when I first started in the morning, it was alright. It was fine. I mean, it stretched out a
Yeah.
few times, but it was alright.
I've only had it happen once so far. Are you using FrameGen?
I don't know if I am.
I know in certain games I've had issues with geometry errors due to FrameGen. Because I turned FrameGen off, I haven't had the geometry errors since. I don't know if it's just I've been getting lucky with it or if it is a FrameGen issue. But no, like
I'm
I've
looking
been
right
playing
now.
the RTX remix mod for Need for Speed Underground, and having FrameGen on in that, it creates massive geometry errors.
Where would you check for that, actually?
It is in graphics, advanced, modify, and then it's in like, you'd have like FrameGen, like FSR FrameGen, NVIDIA FrameGen, something like that towards the bottom.
Feature frame rendering, frame... Oh, AMD FSR frame generation?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That depends on what graphics card you have, or will depend on what pops up there. For me, it's NVIDIA FrameGen, but yeah, like I said, I was having geometry errors in Need for Speed Underground, so that's why it came to mind. I didn't think FrameGen would do that, because it's not like you're rendering anything with FrameGen. It's usually using
Oh my
AI
God,
to
it just-
insert shit.
It just made it even worse.
Oh no.
I might have to restart my game after this.
Yeah, I mean, game is not too far from being over, so.
Okay, our troops have secured the objective. New objective confirmed.
Like, oh my lord.
Oh my Christ. I definitely hit that guy, right? Oh, for sure.
Be advised, combat advantage is still held by the enemy. Regroup and re-engage.
I don't understand how a headshot can, like, still get people up.
That I was gonna mention that earlier. I love that when you're recon, if you headshot with a sniper rifle, after a certain point, they can't get up.
Yeah. But, like, any other weapon, like, shotguns or so, it's, like, so different.
Yeah. I don't mind it being a recon only thing though, because it kind of adds a extra little bit of lethality and usefulness to a recon. But if you're good, if you're a crack shot, you can pop motherfuckers on an objective and get them the fuck off the objective, and they can't do anything about that.
Hostiles control the objective. Objective location.
fire! Yeah, my game is like, fuck. I'm not trying to complain about it, but like,
No, you're good. You're good. Game's almost over, so we'll regroup at in a sec.
yeah, like, I didn't even see the dude up top because it was because it was so stretched out.
Yeah.
Gotta love the beta. Thank you, EA.
Yeah. Hey, this is a pretty good beta, I'm not gonna lie. As somebody involved in the games industry, I've seen much worse betas.
This is actually, to be fair. Did you know that when the new season of Call of Duty dropped, all the viewer count dropped from Call of Duty to Battlefield 6?
Yeah. By like hundreds of thousands too.
Yup.
And then this game already has like triple the player count that 2042 ever had. Bonk out and then get you reset. We'll go again.
Yep. Here, give me 1 second. 1 second, chat. Actually, I'm gonna grab a charger so I can keep an eye on my stream. Do you play Fortnite by chance?
No.
Nah. Because I saw they dropped their new season as well. So not only did Battlefield 6 beta come out the same day Call of Duty and Fortnite's season come out. Yeah, Battlefield takes the place holder right now.
Yeah. We're so back.
We're so bad. Yeah, Battlefield, in my opinion, wonderful game.
Yeah,
Not
that's my
2042.
2042 got better towards the end, but it's definitely a weak spot in Battlefield as a whole.
Yeah, but that was, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't really like the best.
No, like it's annoying with 2042 because I was there in that beta as well, and I don't know what happened because that beta was like, holy fuck, we're so back. Holy fuck, this feels like Battlefield. Because I didn't like 1 and 5. And then 2042 comes out and it's a fucking disaster. Like, oh dear. I'm still a little cautious of this because I'm having the same feelings now I had with 2042. Where it's like, holy fuck, this feels like Battlefield. We're so back.
This is Battlefield. Or definitely, because like
I'm just a little cautious because Battlefield's never launched well, not once.
Fair.
I don't see any reason why this would be an exception. I mean, everything's looking good. Everything is definitely looking good, but Battlefield's never launched well, so I'm a little wary.
So, what do you think of the like the characters and the whole story that's gonna be behind Battlefield 6.
Don't know yet. Haven't looked into it. Don't want to look into it. Don't want to know anything until I play it.
Okay, let me rephrase. Let me ask that question again. What do you think about NATO versus Pax Armada?
I don't even know what the fuck a Pax Armada is. I have kept myself so far removed. I don't want to know.
Fine.
I'm just gonna play through it and let the story tell me what it wants to tell me. Which is also a point, don't anyone say a fucking word about the new Mafia game. I don't want to fucking know. I want to play it.
Please.
Fucking love the Mafia games. Nobody say a fucking word. I will ban you if you do.
I will ban you if you do. Fuck you, whoever does it. Oh my god, thank you.
Ouch.
The art
Ouch.
of war.
Ouch. I'm not getting
Oh
up from
my
that.
God.
I wonder what it's
Fucking
like to have a
hell.
chest cavity, because I don't anymore.
Behind the fountain. Oh, I got shot.
Add a text.
Enemy troops have secured the objective. Be advised, enemy forces have secured an advantage. Hostiles have captured the objective.
If someone was with me to push that guy on the stairs, I would have been happy. So, that person tried to shoot me with a shotgun. So what's your favorite class so far?
Assault or recon. But that's typical me with Battlefield. I get along really well with M4s, and I get on really well with shooting somebody in the head from 1,000 meters away.
Fair.
But, in saying that, this LMG is fucking good. This U100 is sick. But, yeah, what I'm really excited for is for when the game actually comes out and we get access to all the weapons. Because, as I can't fucking shut up about, they've modeled the Vector accurately. I'm excited to finally use an accurately represented Vector in a game like this.
Right.
Because I am curious as to how they're going to balance that.
I
1200 rounds per minute of 45 ACP with no vertical recoil. That's going to be a hard thing to balance.
I didn't see that there were 3 of them.
It's going to be a hard thing to balance unless they nerf the shit out of the damage. Or stop accurately representing it and put recoil in like everyone else does. But if you're not going to accurately represent the gun, why pick that gun?
Oh my god, he's like in the back.
Ouch.
You know,
Yeah,
you would think
games-
the medic.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, games that add the vector and don't accurately represent it, it's like, why bother? Put in a CZ Scorpion then. If you want a high fire rate SMG. Like, just put in a CZ Scorpion.
You know, I can't wait to fight in Brooklyn. That's gonna be the best day.
Dude, it's so good. It's such a good fucking map.
I haven't gotten. I don't even know if it is a map to play on yet.
Not in the beta yet, no. But remember, I did alpha.
Oh wait, you did alpha?
Oh, yeah.
At the. Wait, I'm lost. I'm so confused.
Not at the, like, event, because I'm not a big creator. But yeah, I played that map. It's pretty fucking sick.
We control the objective.
You know, we don't have a lot of medics, and I just realized that.
Yeah. Nobody wants responsibility. Ouch.
So I'll take this. Ow. Thank you! See, that is what good responsibility is. Okay. Oh, is there a
I'm not
medic
good at
guy?
responsibility. I just do what I'm told.
All right, we have secured the lead.
Yeah, I can tell from your status as well.
Capture the objective. Our troops
I am well
Which
trained.
chat? Which chat, by the way, for every dono, they get paid.
Oh, is this something for the OnlyFans content? Like chat
no,
joined
it's
Vato
not.
after dark to see the result of all of your donations.
Join Sox AD account.
Oh, I have an AD account. I'm not saying what it
I-
is publicly though.
I know.
Although I don't keep it very well hidden, but still, I don't think Twitch would like me very much if I was like, hey, go follow this account. This is where I post ass pics.
I mean, a lot of other content creators do it, so I'm not saying you should do it, but
No, no. But that's the thing. Those other content creators actually give Twitch money. I don't. So there's no incentive to keep me around. You see that a lot, like the massive streamers get away with so much shit. Because they just bring a fuckload of money to Twitch.
enemy forces have taken the lead. The objective designated.
you know another game that's like really fun to play,
Mm.
and I highly think it's like super fun to play.
Mm.
God damn it! It's when I try to run someone. You ever played Insurgency Sandstorm?
Yes.
That game, I will forever cherish and love.
It's a shame there's barely any fucking player count now.
Is there not anymore? I remember the last time I played was like maybe a year ago.
The last time I played, there was like nobody there. It's such a shame because I started playing it because like the Russian Badger video. Like this game looks fucking sick. I went to go play it. There's fucking nobody.
Hostiles control the objective.
There was like one server that had any population, and that was it. Kind of how Battlefield 4 was for a while, and like Hardline as well. There's like there's one server with population, and that's where the entire game's player base is. Which again is a shame because Insurgency's really fucking good. Especially in its sound design. Like, you give somebody fucking PTSD from that sound design.
Oh, for sure. Good shit, team. Good shit.
Legend. Ow. I perished.
I saw. Don't worry, I avenge you. Payback. As long as someone can keep an eye on, like the doors on my left, then I'm fine.
Mhm.
Why is my game so stretched out like this?
Oh, is it broken again?
Yeah,
You AMD
I
card?
don't know. No, actually.
Huh. I was gonna say,
Alright,
'cause
at least
maybe it's an AMD issue, but
I mean, I think I do. I don't know. I haven't really checked.
my 4080, it's only happened once, and that was while I had frame gen on, and then it hasn't happened again. So
Maybe if I like switch my. Well, because it's saying my video memory is like at the max. I don't know why though.
oh, that'll do it then. Yeah, you're just out of VRAM.
Yeah, but I don't know why though, because it's on a hard drive that.
No, that's not VRAM. VRAM's the memory on your graphics card. That's used for like storing textures and geometry and stuff like that. It kind of you shove the graphics card will shove a bunch of assets into video memory. It makes it a lot quicker to access and a lot quicker to stream those assets into the game.
Right.
So yeah, you might just be out of VRAM and that's what you're hitting. My best advice to you is to go through the graphics settings and basically anything that says VRAM high, drop it all the way down. And that'll probably help you.
Yeah, I was gonna say after this game, since we're about to win, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna jinx us on that.
Yeah, it's close enough.
It is a close game. Oh my god, Jake.
Why'd you have to say it? Yeah, they've got that.
Yeah, they got that. Oh,
Yep.
oh, or not. I'll move it to the next objective. Oh.
Why'd you have to say it?
Okay, that's not my fault.
I'll bunk back to menu, get you sorted. Yeah, that's what I had to do because I'm struggling on CPU usage. So I just went through it. Anything that's like CPU usage, medium or high, I just dumped it all the way out.
Fair. Like when I started, it was I literally had to watch a video to optimize everything
Mm-hmm.
because of how bad it got, and I was like, bro, yeah, it's like fully at the max. I don't know why.
Yeah, but basically anything that says VRAM high, absolutely minimize that and try and help yourself with that. What might also be a thing to do is to turn on FSR. So you're rendering the game at a lower resolution than what you're actually seeing it at, which will also help your VRAM.
I'm trying to figure out. I genuinely I did my settings earlier before the game's release.
Yes. I did as well. Unfortunately, none of us realized how demanding the game would actually be because the minimum specs are fine.
Right.
But getting in hit like my R9 5900X is fucked. Like, it can't do this. It's just pinned all the time.
Take two of restarting my game. Because I hate that you have to restart your game to just change a few settings.
Yeah. It's like that though, cause it does that shader the shader fucking processing shit. So it has to kind of redo that now with the new settings, and the new assets.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but that's the development environment we're in now.
It is. Okay, I think we should be good. Maybe. We'll have to see in game, but
Mm-hmm.
if anything, I'm thinking of probably moving my my game to my other drive.
Hmm.
Because I have Call of Duty on my other drive and it runs smooth.
Yeah, I have this on an SSD.
So I think it just like downloaded on my normal hard
Mm.
drive. But
Well, I've got to spot motherfuckers as recon, so I'm probably gonna play recon.
that took me all day yesterday. But that was because I was playing like Conquest and Breakthrough.
Hmm.
I think like the best modes for that though would have to be King of the Hill and Domination.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm King of the Hill and loading with a fucking carbine. It's still like useful.
I don't care about briefing, I just want to play.
Yeah.
Hey, we got two we have two.
Go.
Move out and capture
My stream does look a little bit glitchy, and I might have to fix that later.
Hmm.
Frag out.
Because I'm looking at my stream, and it's like super lowish quality.
Might be running either a too low a bit rate or your CPU occupancy might be too high.
I don't know, because I'm streaming on OBS.
Yeah, I use Streamlabs. Same sort of deal.
Same sort of... I don't know why I tried pushing that with a M4.
We have the objective.
I was reloading and I rushed that. Why? Why did... Okay.
Damn, I'm kind
Yeah,
of
I'm thinking of
shit.
I'm thinking of getting back into streaming again.
Yeah, I've been meaning to for a while because I mean I have everything I could ever need for it. I've got killer internet. I've got a hella good mic.
I don't have that. I don't have that either.
I've got a fucking 12 core processor and a 4080. Like I have everything I need to stream. I just don't.
We're ahead of the enemy. Mission's on track.
I don't have any of those.
Yeah. It's like I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you right now through a Shure SM58 microphone, XLR, going through a Focusrite XLR, Focusrite Scala XLR interface. I'm wearing Sennheiser HD660 S2 headphones. Yeah, I have a Ryzen 9 5900X, 64 gigs of RAM, a 4080. My internet connection is 1600 down, 300 up. Like, I have everything I need to stream, I just don't.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't say the same because everyone in the family uses the same Wi-Fi router.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the same here as well, but I'm Ethernetted to it and nobody else is.
Well, I'm also Ethernetted into it, but my dad's PlayStation also has Ethernet to it.
Hmm. The point, I should Ethernet my sister's PlayStation because it's right next to the fucking modem. No reason not to.
And the fact that our modem is Verizon.